Hey everyone, welcome to the Near Fall podcast on GSHSW.com. I'm on assignment, but we had a really great week of some action. Team wrestling is done. No more dual meets, no more anything. We are officially into the individual part of the season. But before we look ahead, let's look back and some of the people who got us here. And before I talk about some of the main sponsors, I want to personally thank everybody who sponsored, whether it was a live stream, team page, anything. You helped us get where we're at. But if you want to become one of the big guys, we still have a couple spots for next year. And those 5 are Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition. We talked about it before. Dan Warnikoff. You want to get in shape. You want to do what you need to do. Your body is your car. You can put all the nice graphics on it, do everything you want. You need the right gas. Dan Warnikoff helps you with that. He'll basically give you a nice meal plan. It's nothing crazy. It's not pre-made meals. He'll give it to you. You go, have the whole family enjoy it. It's a wonderful meal plan. Champion Athletes, Dan Warnikoff. Apex Wrestling School, 3 locations in New Jersey, 1 in New York. Dane Tabano and Damian Logan, Michigan teammates, who started one of the fastest growing wrestling schools in the area. The Harrington Companies, Hoffman Landscaping, Harrington Recycling and Demolition, and Harrington Construction. You got a really nice house, you want to make it look a little nicer, give the construction or give Hoffman Landscaping a call. You got a real dump that's really wearing down the neighborhood, and you got the people from zombie house flippers on, coming up and down your street. Call the Demolition and Recycling, Harrington Companies. Performance Trophy and Medals, conveniently located at 236 South Salem Street in Randolph, right off Route 10. They're honoring achievements 1 award at a time. PTmetals.com. They're the sponsor of our official Hammer of the Match for every match we do. And Forum Coffee, redefining the New Jersey coffee experience. Open now in East Hanover, Livingston, and Hoboken. They're New Jersey people. They're wrestling people. Give them a shot. They redefine the New Jersey coffee experience and the official coffee sponsor of GSHSW.com. Now, there was a lot of mixing and matching of the schedule last week, and we pretty much have it done, and I'll have it updated, the next day or so. But realistically, the only thing everybody really wanted to focus on was sectionals and groups. Couple teams that won their sections, you want to give a little shout out to. PCTI beat Clifton 42-24 to win North 1 Group 5, and High Point beat Passaic Valley 33-31 to win North 1 Group 2. But all attention then turned to Sunday at Rutgers. I couldn't attend. I had a minor situation come up. But Group 4 in a really great matchup, North Hunterdon beat Phillipsburg to win the Group 4 championship. And before I go on with some of the other groups, there's been this narrative around Coach Bell about, he was a Bergen Catholic. He had help. If anything, and I know they had some young guys come through, it's hard to win a group championship. Coach Bell deserves his flowers, to use a phrase the kids are using nowadays. He took a team in North Hunterdon who was good, but realistically overachieved if you looked at what they had. They wrestled as a real team, and Coach Bell is legit. I don't want to hear anybody else question, again, his credentials. Coach Bell is one of the best coaches, private or public, so congratulations to him. Group 2, Rumson beat Caldwell 40-28. And Group 1, Delaware Valley was all over Hanover Park 47-16. The surprises to me were in the non-publics. First one was non-public B, where everybody had talked about how Camden Catholic was going to steamroll. They were going to steamroll. They only won by 2 points against Pope John. It came down to the end. So I think Pope John was a little underrated this season, and they have their full lineup and getting everybody hitting. They're going to be a dangerous team individually in the postseason. And then I think the shock to a lot of people, and I think it was just matchups and how it went, was St. Joe's Montvale, who struggled early in the season because they didn't have all their guys, winning non-public A 30-26, and should be, when the Wrestling Writers Association poll comes out in 24 hours or so, should be the number 1 team in the state. And we're talking about a Del Barton team who beat Blair this year. That's a really big win for St. Joe's Montvale. And on the flip side, I think this is fuel for Del Barton, because there's a lot of pissed off kids who when they lost, now turn to individuals, and I think Del Barton's going to go on a tear this year, down in states. When it comes to my rankings, there really wasn't too much of a change. Couple teams flip-flopped here and there. I know the one that people are going to question me on is in Morris. Morristown was number 6. They still are in that area. They lost to Madison over the weekend. What happens is, I think Morristown is a great team. Sometimes you just have off days. The reason I didn't move them out or move Madison in is because then when you move a Madison in, then some of the losses they've had to teams who aren't in completely change the back end of the ranking. So I know people in Madison aren't going to like it. It's not going to change my rankings. I value the whole season over the last little part. So, but other than that, the rankings pretty much are solid, set in the same. I'm going to be going through in the next couple days, just finalizing everything with the standings and records. Everybody should be pretty close. I think there might be, there's always a coach who throws in one last minute or something that wasn't posted, but they should pretty much be set up where they are. Now, this was also an interesting week because as we get towards the end of the season, there's a lot of guys, boys on the boys' side, who hit milestones, and you kind of have a harder time judging who's going to be who for your wrestler of the week. Had a ton of wrestlers get their 100th this week. Donnie Almeida from Pope John got his. Rhett Wazleski from Hunterdon Central got his as a junior. Tommy Borgia from West Morris got his. Joe Gonzalez from Verona. Mark Pavis from Lenape Valley. Mark Montore from West Morris got his 100th earlier, but set the school pins record for a career. But there's one kid that kind of stood out to me. I expect big things from him in the postseason, and he won his 100th as his team captured a group championship. That's Jackson Bush from Del Val. He's my wrestler of the week for the boys. On the girls, there wasn't a ton of individual action. There was the girls dual team tournament. Congratulations to Jackson. I don't know if they're considered Jackson Memorial, Jackson Liberty, Jackson, whatever the name is. They won the tournament. We live streamed the semifinals and the finals. You can go back and watch that as we did there, as well as our social media stuff we did after the group championships, as well as all the matches we did during the week with the sectionals and group semis, etc. Want to give a special shout out to Gianna Bonacorso from Fairlawn. Pinned her way through the Bergen County tournament, helped Fairlawn girls win a co-team county title. But my girl wrestler of the week has been on a roll. Paige DeCaro from Newton. She spent a total of 1 minute and 2 seconds on the mat, helping Newton finish second in the group championships, 36-33. Her only loss for the senior was to third place finisher Solaris Paul from JFK Patterson in the Bloomfield tournament. She's 31-1. Congratulations, Paige. I'm sure we'll be talking to you a lot this year. As far as this week, as I said, individual stuff coming up. We're going to have our predictions for districts, regions, and for districts and girls regions. As of right now, our coverage for that will be, we're going to be doing 4 districts, and we're waiting to hear, but we're most likely doing all 4 girls regions. We're just waiting approval. We've been kind of told it's ready. It's good. We just got to wait as we get a little closer. But we're going to be at District 4 at West Essex. We're going to have a group at District 8 in Montville. Morristown is going to be District 12, and we're going to be at North Hunterdon for District 14. So check out and do that. Now, I said I was on assignment. I said I had a situation that came up. If you follow me on social media, you sort of know a little bit, but let me go get my situation and take care of it. Okay. This is my little situation. Who now wants to cry if she's on air. Okay. This is my daughter. She was born Sunday afternoon. Her name is Courtney Harlow Brower. She was 7 pounds, 5 ounces. She's a little fidgety right now, but she's usually very quiet. if you could see, she's rocking the Garden State HS Wrestling.com onesie, which are available now on the site. So if you want your kid to look the best, dress them in Garden State HS Wrestling.com gear. But it's a wholly different feeling. Like everybody's following knows my wife's pregnant, and it's literally changed my life in the last couple of weeks, and especially the last couple hours being a girl dad. I don't want to put this little girl down, and it's gonna make me fight even harder for everything I have in wrestling and everything I do, because I gotta make sure this little one is set up for the future, and I love this little girl more than anything. So, and my wife too. I guess she's back there somewhere. She's okay. I mean, if she coughs again, we might have to pull the plug on. I'm gonna put a pillow over her face and be a single girl dad. But if we have limited opportunities left for the live streaming, as far as sponsorship goes, like I said, we're doing 4 districts. We're doing 4 girls regions. We're trying to do at least 3 boy regions, depending on how it goes, and then it's stuff down in states. I will be on the call. Oh, bless you, little girl. I will be on the call for the state semifinals down in Atlantic City. We are also going to be having an auction. If you win a state title, we're going to raffle off tickets. You can meet my daughter on Sunday. I just announced, my wife doesn't know I just announced that, but we're going to have a baby raffle. But no, it's going to be fun. It's a whole different thing, to have a baby. And like I said, I love this little one. But follow us on our social medias on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, Twitter, GardenStateHSW, Instagram, GardenStateHS Wrestling. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Get notified when we go live this weekend. As I said, we're going to be doing a bunch of calls. I'm probably going to be in Morristown, so I can stay close to this little one. For the districts, I'll be doing District 12, and then I'll be doing Girls Region 1 at Vernon. But like I said, follow us for everything. And, for my wife, Jared, the podcasting legend, my sweet little girl, I'm Donald J. Brower. We'll see you next time.